Hi, my name is Janila Henderson. I am a senior business management major at the illustrious Virginia State University. I am a member of NSLS. I'm also an honor student. And I'm also a mother to a little boy who is 2 years old and will be 3 soon. I am currently, like I said, a business management major at Virginia State. I graduate on the 14th of December, so I'll be done. So what I've learned in the course. So I took a course with Jonathan. This is a freshman course. Of course, I'm a senior, but I missed this course because I had other plans for my major. But I decided to change my major my sophomore year. So in this class, we were matched or met with different individuals who had recently graduated, whether from Virginia State University or from other organizations, and they were coming here and just helping us just kind of get the ins and outs of interviews, elevator speeches, and then they gave us tips, and we also were able to match and meet with them on LinkedIn so that we were able to find them later on, and they would possibly help us along our journey of employment. So in this course, we met with individuals. We were assigned to go over things with them. And I think my favorite 3 instructors that I met with were Kelly, Janie, and Brittany. So Kelly was for social media. So she worked with social media. She helped businesses gain customers through social media. So she would go to the businesses to kind of look at what they were looking for as far as their target audience and where they wanted to kind of grow in sales or customers. So she went over that with us. I think that was very interesting that she had this role. Like you go to school for different things, but then you get out and this is what you're doing. She's kind of working social media. She's building websites for people or building platforms for people so they can gain more customers to their business. So I think that was very interesting. Miss Jenny worked for social services, and I think that was beautiful. I had a recent interview for social services. I think that me being a student was a big conflict, knowing that I would have to be there for them 9 to 5, and I couldn't commit fully to that schedule because I was still in school and I have a son. But I asked Jenny, I'm like, Jenny, like, we're applying to these jobs, and I feel like we have the education or we have the some of the qualifications, but we don't really have the experience because, we've been in school, we haven't been able to work to gain the experience we needed. That's why we're applying to this job. We have the education. So I'm like, do we just lie? And she's like, no, don't lie. But you have to go down the objectives and see what they're looking for. And, a lot of the objectives and the stipulations of what the job is looking for, we have it. So put these objectives into your resume. That'll kind of help bring in more businesses and offers of employment. So I think that was interesting. And then the final person was Miss Brittany Brown. She is a relative of mine. I actually asked her to come back. I'm like, hey, have you taught this class before? She's like, yeah, I taught that class. Well, I came and visited the class for as an instructor or just going over information with individuals. But she actually came back and visited this day. I think that was very beautiful, just taking time out of your day, especially as a postgraduate alumni, taking time out of your day, especially when you're working full-time now and your life has changed drastically from being a student to becoming a full-time employee. I think their lives have changed tremendously. So being able to come back and taking that time out of their day to come back and give into us was beautiful. My professional goals is, so I will be continuing my education into healthcare administration at Southern New Hampshire University. I received my acceptance about September, October. So right now I'm just waiting for transcripts to be updated, and I will be choosing my classes for January. I'll be continuing my education. I want to continue my education with the hopes of becoming a hospital director. So I mentioned previously that this class was a freshman class, and I didn't take it my freshman year because this was not my plan. I had no plans of being in management, no sorts of being in management. But when I was expecting, I think everything changed for me. I was thinking, well, what can I do to benefit myself? Something that I want to do. And I seen someone else choose the career that I'm going into, and I'm like, that's interesting. I was a biology major, and I knew with these classes, I'm like, this is not what I want to do. But I was doing it because I know this career was promising, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. So me getting pregnant and me expecting, I wanted something promising for my son and I. And so I knew, I'm like, well, somebody has to run a hospital. Like, maybe I can't do the hands-on part of healthcare, but I can do operations, I can do management. And that sounds so interesting to me. So I spoke with my advisor, and what exactly I wanted to do was not offered, but she helped me set up with a major that would kind of lead me into that direction. So yes, that's why I landed into business management, which I loved. I thank Jonathan, Mr. Young, for teaching me and molding me and kind of being a mentor and different opportunities he's provided me with. I'm very thankful for Miss Professor Sasha Cobu. I want to say thank you. I was not pleased with your first class. I didn't like the class. Because the class made me work. The class made me think. The class brought out a lot of me that I didn't want to give. Like, a lot of these other classes, I feel like, just do the work, turn it in, you're good. But, she required a lot more. And at the time, I didn't appreciate it. I did not appreciate it. But now I do. And I thank you tremendously. And I know this is an assignment, but this is my closing. This is my last assignment. I want to thank Ms. Johnson Dover. Thank you for your help. Thank you for understanding that students are also parents sometimes, and that we need help and we need assistance. So I want to say thank you.